Hey, good evening. All right, well, you know, first, these days, I'm there at City Hall in a nonpartisan context, so I feel like a fish out of water. I guess if the young Republicans invite me to speak, I got to go speak to them too, but they haven't invited me. Surprise, surprise. I wanted to come here and say hello. And, you know, over these last several months, as I've gone to different events, I see a lot of the judicial candidates and other candidates. Of course, our fabulous mayor from Houston, Bill White, our senatorial candidate, and it's getting my juices flowing. I feel like I should be back in campaign mode, you know, getting a speech ready or block walking or something. During these times, it is very clear that throughout the country that folks are hungry for leadership, and whether the issue is healthcare or the war in Afghanistan or Iraq or immigration or education, I think it has been very clear that one party has stood out there as being the party of innovative ideas, of boldness, of inclusiveness, trying to make sure that they work with Americans from all different backgrounds, different perspectives, and the party of a president that has over and over again reached across the aisle, trying to find the best ideas, the most practical solutions to ensure American success and prosperity in this 21st century global economy, and to extend the American dream to become an American reality for more and more folks throughout this country, including here in San Antonio. In San Antonio, for instance, we've received more than $400 million in federal stimulus money, from 50 new police officers out on the streets to protect our city and make it safer, to $16 million for a river project that will be a wonderful addition to our city, a great new addition to our quality of life and enhance San Antonio, to money for improving housing conditions for our seniors and the disabled. What's happening in Washington, the decisions that are being made, the policies that are forward-looking are having a positive impact on America's cities, and San Antonio is a great example of that. Just a few minutes ago, I came back from the 67th annual and last Chili Bowl between, of course, Fox Tech and Lanier High School. And I got to tell you, I think that there were already about 20,000 folks there, and Hildebrand Avenue and 281 were still jam-packed with people trying to get into the stadium. And it was a reminder for me, when you look at all the faces in the crowd and the folks who were there and the pride of the West Side there represented at the Chili Bowl, to see folks who had graduated from those schools in the 1940s, 1950s, 1960s, and then to see their children and their grandchildren. There is a story there, a story that I think rings true in San Antonio, of generations who aspired for the American dream and who oftentimes, for different reasons, over the generations perhaps weren't able to reach it, but now they've handed the baton off to their grandchildren, a younger generation that faces the promise and the prospect of a new America and a new world, one that's more interconnected and more full of opportunity, and one that represents the true hope of a great nation, and one that's being led by a president that has a vision for that, and that I believe is against the backdrop of a Democratic Party that is our best hope for making that a reality. All of us believe in that, and all of us who choose to run for office do so because we want to play our part in advancing that notion. And for those of y'all on the campaign trail, I just want to say good luck and I wish you well. And for those of y'all who aren't running, the least you can do is give them money. I'm just kidding. Or at least go block walk or phone bank or anything like that. As y'all do that, I'll be there at City Hall. But just know that my thoughts are with you, and so is my goodwill and my support, and I wish you all the best in March and November. Thank you.